After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. Yeah, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jones. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
First down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second and inches, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Hey, check.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Smash, check, smash. Back in 60. Mike 4, Mike 4. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike 4. Yeah. Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Check. 18 Rattler. Mike 4. It's just me and you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Let's go. Mike 4, Mike 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. 2nd and 10.
Come to my world. Mike 4. Trap 60. Mike 4. Here I come. No street. Mike 4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 4. Last thing, 19.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they... And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A nice pickup there. 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
2 times. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Mike 14.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Pushing his, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they...